I'm Bunsen Honeydew and Beaker's illegitimate love child. And for the week of February 8th, 2026, this is the weekly recap. Okay, this week I'm actually going to start with the Mythic difficulty stuff that came out this week. I'm going to put that right at the front, the forefront of your mind, the forefront of my content. So we had 3 videos come out this week. We had Aliens, Colonial Marines, putting it in there. It's going to go there. We had Resident Evil 4. It's going to go here. That's why I hit the mic and it made a noise. And then we also have Forza Horizon 5, which I fucking forgot. We had an issue with that one for a second. It got resolved, but I mean, we did. It was an issue. It took a few hours, but I got it fixed. I got the new one uploaded. If you haven't watched it already, you should watch it because that's also pointing to the wrong goddamn one. You should watch it because that's the video of the week this week too. Play the clip.
But that is a very quick way to fuck up one time and be out of the race.
I love this plan. I'm excited to be a part of it. Let's do it. All right, we're going to go straight into game releases. So it's I was expecting it to be a bit more of like a slower week, but it wasn't. We have a few different releases. So the first one, which is like a hack and slash for the PS5, Xbox Series X, and the PC, is Romeo is a Dead Man. I've not really heard about that one at all, but it exists. Next, I think this is everybody's big release for the week. On the 12th, we have Yakuza Kiwami 3 on the PS5, Xbox Series X, Switch 2, PS4, and PC. It's weirdly enough, it's listed as like Yakuza Kiwami 3 and Dark Days or Dark Tide. I don't even remember, but it's Yakuza Kiwami 3. I'm not gonna pussyfoot around that. It's just Yakuza. I mean, you know Yakuza, right? Also on the 12th, we have Mario Tennis Fever, and I'll give you 3 fucking guesses what platform that one's coming out on. Go ahead. I'm waiting. Like Dora. How'd you get that wrong? Next up on the 12th, also on the 12th, I should say, we have Ride 6 for the PS5, Xbox Series X, and the PC. It's a motorcycle game. It's a motorcycle racing game. I mean, what more is there to say? And then also on the 12th, we have Roadside Research, which there will definitely be a video in that. But you're like aliens running a gas station. It's cool as shit. It's coming out on Game Pass. Anywhere you can play Game Pass. In the PC, the Xbox, anywhere you can play Game Pass. So probably be on that Xbox app exclusively. It is an early access game. But, I mean, what isn't these days? Finally, on the 13th, we have High on Life 2 for the PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC. I don't know. I mean, I didn't finish the first one, but I heard people like that game. I wonder how it's going to do without Justin Roiland because he beats women or whatever. All right, so on to the movies that are coming out this week. So all these are coming out on the 13th, which is Friday. Like I said last week, sometimes they come out a little bit earlier, sometimes not. So first up, we have Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, starring Sam Rockwell and Haley Lou Richardson. What that is a man comes back from the future to stop the AI apocalypse. It looks good. It looks like a hell of a ride. We also have a video game adaptation coming out this week. The Mortuary Assistant is coming out. This is the second time that an indie horror movie, indie horror game has released a movie this month, which if I had a nickel for every time that happened, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's kind of weird it happened twice. So that's starring Willa Holland, by the way. It's straight up just an adaptation of the game. If you know the game, you know the movie. All right, I don't need to tell you. It's somebody's a mortuary assistant, and it's haunted as shit in there. There you go. Next up, we have Cold Storage with Joe Keery and Liam Neeson. Those are the 2 biggest names there. I didn't intentionally leave out the Asian woman whose name I forgot. But it's just, you know, Liam Neeson, Joe Keery. So basically, it's a Resident Evil movie. I mean, a dangerous fungus escapes from a a dangerous virus escapes from a secret lab, and it makes monsters. That's Resident Evil. Next up, we have Wuthering Heights with Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi. It's a fucking romance. I mean, I'm not that guy. I'm sure it's a great movie. I'm not that guy. It's set in the Yorkshire Moors, though. I don't know what that means or where that is, but that's what the description of the movie says. Like I said, I'm not that guy. I watched the trailers for a lot of these. That one's the one that I was just like, eh. Next up, we have Crime 101 with Chris Hemsworth, Halle Berry, and Mark Ruffalo. That one looks really fucking good. It's basically The Town, but without like the fact that the woman's a cop. It said she's an insurance agent, and it looks like she's helping them, but he's a thief and he steals stuff, and the police are closing in on him. Mark Ruffalo is the cop in that scenario. Lastly, we have Goat. It's a fucking goat playing sports. What do you want from me? All right. So in terms of like news this week, pretty heavier, a lot heavier than last week. So number one on the list is Overwatch 2 is dropping the 2 and adding 5 new heroes. I'm assuming in a futile attempt to stay relevant. But I mean, let's be honest, they haven't been relevant for a while. And why they needed to even release an Overwatch 2. So also there was a new Resident Evil live action trailer. Evil's always had a name, I think is what they're calling it. Brokenhearted. That shit made me cry. I'm not gonna lie. So a little bit, I am that guy. I'm not ashamed of admit that I cry at movies and stuff. It's very rare, but it does happen. I'm not ashamed to admit that. It's really cool though. It kind of tells the story of two people from Raccoon City just trying to get out, and it does a great job because it gets you. It's gonna get you. Also, the biggest thing that I think we left last week with was that Fallout countdown, which was jack shit, fucking nothing. God damn it! It wasn't a remaster. It wasn't a re-release. It wasn't an announcement of any kind. It was a 3D tour of that penthouse. Hey, Bethesda, guess where we can already take a fucking 3D tour of that goddamn penthouse if you remastered New Vegas. We'd be able to then, I'm sure. But no, here we are. Fuckers. Borderlands 4 on the Switch has been paused indefinitely. I assume because the Switch is a shitty console that can't run it. Also, and this is more of a rumor than it is news, but apparently GTA 6 is fully locked in for a November 19th release. They're expecting to see the marketing start to ramp up this summer. And there will also be physical copies the same day on November 19th that have maps, just like every other release. They also announced Poker Night Remastered for Steam. That's going to release on March 5th. It looks really good. Well, I never got to play Poker Night, but it's re-releasing here on Steam on the 5th, so you can actually finally play that again. Also this week, they announced the Baldur's Gate show for HBO Max, but Larian's like not involved at all. Like they didn't even know about it until the announcement was made. So it can't be great. Apparently, there's a new Pirates of the Caribbean sequel that they're maybe working on. That's going to focus more on Jack Sparrow's son. I didn't know he had a son. I guess he does now. Because Johnny Depp said fuck Disney after they just fired him. And he very publicly said that he was never going to work with them again. So I would assume that that's why it's not Jack Sparrow's story again. The last couple movies have not been great, so here's hoping. The Nintendo Direct was also this week, or this previous week, I should say. I mean, it sucked ass. It always does. It's Nintendo Direct. They didn't announce anything but ports of existing games coming out for the Switch 2, like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, a remake Intrigade, I don't even think it's Intergrade. It's just the regular old remake. And Fallout 4 are both coming out for the Switch too. At some point, they don't really have release dates yet, but they're coming out eventually. Also, Lionsgate announced a run where you can go see The Strangers Chapter 3 early, even though it came out like on Friday. You could go see it early last week if you ran. I think you were being chased as well. So also they announced Resident Evil 9. God damn. They announced Resident Evil 9 amiibos. Look at the little scrunglies. Put them on screen. Look at them. They're terrible. They're little and small, and I might buy a Switch too just for that. Also, because Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die is a movie about AI being bad. If you lost your job because they implemented AI, you can actually go see the movie for free. I don't know how widespread that is, but what?
Hey, sorry we lost your job to AI. You can go watch this movie for free.
Yeah, you can go.
Such a fucking
you can go see this.
America thing.
You see this new Sam Rockwell movie for free. Yeah, but the whole point of the movie is that there's an over reliance on AI, and we need to stop using AI. So it kind of ties in. It makes a lot more sense, like when you watch the trailer for the movie, and you kind of know what it's about. But like, it makes sense. It does. The last bit of news we have is that the movie Goat, the fucking Goat movie about the fucking sports or some shit, animated movie, is supposed to be the biggest domestic opening for an animated film since Coco in 2017, allegedly. The movie hasn't fucking come out yet, so it could be. It could very well be the biggest. It's not out yet. And last up for our video, the achievement of the week this week is Gone in 1 Second. It asks you to beat a head-to-head race with a gap of at least 1 second. Why did I pick that one? Because the other lists aren't fucking out yet. And that one's the only one that is. And I don't know. I picked the movie reference because I like movies. Gone in 60. Get it? It's like Gone in 60 Seconds, the Nick Cage movie. Remember? You seen it?